I'll be damned. I'll be frickin' damned, y'all. They actually did it. The madmen, the maniacs, the insane people behind the Tomb Raider Remastered project, where we got 1, 2, and 3, they actually went and did it. They brought back the bad one. They brought back Angel of Darkness in this collection. We're getting Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6. That includes Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, which is basically Tomb Raider 4, Tomb Raider Chronicles, which is, I guess, Tomb Raider 5, kind of, and this one here in the middle is Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness, which is basically Tomb Raider 6. Oh boy, I did not expect this. I am genuinely shocked that this is happening. Not upset by any means. I love old school Tomb Raider, and two of these games at least, Last Revelation and Chronicles, are old school Tomb Raider games. They still play like the first three. Angel of Darkness, for those of you who don't know, the one in the middle here, was the first Tomb Raider released on the PlayStation 2, and when it was first released, it was bad, like really bad, like absolutely terrible. It was buggy, glitchy, it had bad controls, it had a rush to development, it had extremely long load times that you had to sit through. It was not a good game. We're talking like Sonic 2006 levels of bad. Well, maybe not quite that bad. It's hard to be as bad as that one, but pretty close, pretty close. So, here's the thing. The fact that they're bringing this game back is kind of a shock. But here's the thing. They're probably going to tweak it. They're probably going to fix it. They're probably going to do things to make it better. I have no doubt about that. You know, they'll probably have to, because it was such a broken game originally. The question is, and this is what everybody's probably going to be wondering, how much are they going to fix it? Because boy, did it have a lot of problems. I have no doubt whatsoever that the load times will probably be better. Those will probably be instant. We'll probably have instant load times because that's just the standard for games now, especially these old games running on new hardware. Faster load times should be a cinch. That should be easy. But will they fix the bad controls? Will they fix the bugs and glitches? Will they, be able to iron out all of those problems, those more complicated problems this game had? Especially since this is being released, well, this is being released basically just a year after the first collection they released. So it's not like they spent a lot of time. It's not like they had a whole lot of time to work on these. So part of me is worried they might be rushing these out. But considering the passion project that the first collection was, they could just be working their asses off to make sure that these games are as polished as the last collection was. I mean, the last remastered collection of Tomb Raider games did need some patches here and there when it first came out, but it was for relatively minor stuff. They still were very polished and played pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm actually hopeful, a little hopeful, that maybe they'll actually release a fixed version of Angel of Darkness. Maybe we'll actually get a version of this game, the first truly bad Tomb Raider game, the first one that disappointed Tomb Raider fans. Maybe they'll actually give it redemption. Maybe it'll actually be good. I mean, from what I hear, I've never finished it back on PS2 because it was such a broken game. But from what I remember hearing, it wasn't finished. Like the story was left unfinished. The game kind of ends abruptly or something. Again, I don't know for sure how it ends or what it's like, but I do know it's supposed to be kind of rushed and unfinished. So I don't even know, like, how much fixing all those other problems is going to completely save this game. But hey, if they make it really playable, and they make it feel good to play, and it loads quickly and all that shit. It might stand up with the other two games in this collection, and we might actually have another solid 3 games here. I mean, a playable, actual, enjoyable version of Angel of Darkness sounds kinda cool. I would be down with that. There were tiny little bits of potential in that game when it was released all those years ago. Um, like, they added some elements to it that really separated it from other Tomb Raider games. And it had some good atmosphere here and there. But, man, it was such a pain to play back in the day. Now, Chronicles I've never even played before. This one here. I never played Tomb Raider Chronicles. From what I remember hearing, that's kind of a loose collection of misadventures that Lara Croft had. It doesn't even have a singular story. Because it's set after The Last Revelation, which, quick spoilers for anybody who doesn't know, Lara dies at the end of that one, presumably. That was supposed to be the end of Lara Croft, and then in Chronicles, they basically, the plot of that game is all of her, like, friends are gathering for a funeral and remembering her past adventures. And the game is just past adventures Lara Croft went on that we didn't get to see in the other 3 games. So, yeah, that's Chronicles. Kind of a weak premise, but hey, if it has more good Tomb Raider action that's as good as the other 4 games, then, it's probably good. Unlike Angel of Darkness, it pretty much controls and plays the same as the others, from what I remember hearing. And it was the last one released on PlayStation 1. So Angel of Darkness is the only one that I'm, like, very curious about. Like, are they going to be able to fix this game and make it, like, a worthwhile part of this collection? Because I know this game has its defenders somehow, some way. There are people who would probably be very happy just to know it's in this collection regardless of whether or not it gets fixed. But for me, it's got to be fixed. If it's fixed, it's worth it. We'll have something good here, and that would be freaking stellar. But, man, it needs work. I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. Like the last collection, it's going to be cheap. So I'll buy it regardless. Even if this game still remains broken, the other 2 will make it worth picking up, I would say. Last Revelation especially was a really good one. I really liked Tomb Raider 4 quite a bit, so fingers crossed for Lara Croft. Will they fix her? The most broken part of her history, the dark days of Lara Croft. Will they fix her? Can you fix her? Fix my girl.